From last, a break space Prince, Lady Lucky, Sir Twickenham, Supreme Butterfly, Like Affair, and the early leader absolutely walked home last, Experts.
On the Super Tab, Fraud, the 1996 Black Opal winner. It paid $7.20 the win, $2.20 the place. Quo Vardos, number 12 at $4.10, shifting number 3 at $1.90. We'll head back to Ian in a moment. Race number 5 at Sale coming up at $1.55. On the Super Tab, 1 Jet Lag at $3.10, $2.40 and favourite. 2 Cut for Races, $4.90, $2.70.
And running now, and a little bit slow out Bradman, and dropping out is Another Neptune. Bouncing quickly Deceive, and on the inside it's Sedain, and just behind them Kroner's Deal from Ocean Ranch, 4th early. 2 lengths to My Serenic, 1.5 Mighty Impulse, and then for the back Bradman, Gold Boom outside it, 2 to Exponential, Another Neptune. Down the side a bit of a battle for the front, and Kroner's Deal's looking for it, going around the outside, and he arrests the lead now, Kroner's Deal. 1.5 lengths Deceive, and it's Sedain. They went out fairly hard, the trio, about 4 lengths for the back Ocean Ranch, 4th. 1 to My Serenic, 1/2 then to Mighty Impulse, on the outside of it Gold Boom. 2 to Bradman, Exponential, and last of all Another Neptune. Coming down the side of the 800, Kroner's Deal 2 lengths in front now from It's a Dane. Deceive outside it, 3 further back Ocean Ranch. Inside it Mighty Impulse, 1 length My Serenic, 1 to Gold Boom. Then Bradman from Exponential, and Another Neptune last of all. 600 to go. Kroner's Deal about 3/4 in front off the fence, and It's a Dane got up inside it. 1.5 lengths Deceive, 1 to Ocean Ranch from Mighty Impulse and Gold Boom. Then Bradman, and further back My Serenic. On the turn they race now, and It's a Dane over on the inside, about 1.5 lengths Kroner's Deal and Deceive. Then Gold Boom around Ocean Ranch, and further back in the race Mighty Impulse. It's a Dane in front. Deceive's after it. Deceive on the outside from further back, getting a tap over the nose was Gold Boom. Deceive and Gold Boom. Now Gold Boom into full flight. Oh, he hits the front. Gold Boom race past Deceive, and further back It's a Dane running on Another Neptune, but Gold Boom draws away, wins 2 lengths tight for second. Maybe Another Neptune from Deceive. A gap Bradman, Exponential, and It's a Dane. Further back Mighty Impulse, followed by Kroner's Deal. Ocean Ranch didn't go on and tailed off as My Serenic.
Number 4 Gold Boom, 4.10, 1.60. 8 Another Neptune, 3.40, 3 Deceive, $2.
On the Super Tab, number 4 Gold Boom at $3.90 the win, $1.80 the place. Number 8 Another Neptune second at 3 even. Third number 3 Deceive at $2 even.
The judge calling on the photo, second placing to number 8, and a photo called for third. It goes to number 3. Numbers here 4, 8 and 3. 4, 8 and 3. Number 4 Gold Boom quickly joining in. He got a tap over the nose from the rider of Deceive, accidentally the horse. You could just see Gold Boom go up to Deceive with about 200 to go. Got hit over the nose, and the head went up, but didn't stop him, Gold Boom. He continued that run, and he quickly got the upper hand from Deceive. They grabbed It's a Dane, Another Neptune running on late, but Gold Boom sprinted away to win well.
They're ready. And away they go in the Alumbra, and over on the inside away nicely Cosrose, and away well Bullwinkle as they charge to the first flight now at the 1700, and here they go, and going to the front Kazure from Bullwinkle, followed by I'm Looking Good down to 0. Cosrose back behind them from Fiddler's Green. Thames is back there with Lincoln Derry, and also Maybe Rough, and back there too towards the tail Tennessee Oak as they go towards the 1400.
And there's a jump in front of them which comes up at about the 3,000 metre mark on the first round, and Maybe Rough's the leader here, leads by a length. I'm Looking Good second. Bullwinkle has settled into a nice spot third. Then Cosrose on the inside of down to 0 as they go to this jump at the 3,000. Behind Cosrose then we've got Thames, which made a mess of that jump. Normanby Road ran past it now with Fiddler's Green. Tennessee Oak settled a long way back. Back there with it Lincoln Derry. And Koshaw was last of all. Its stablemate is the front runner, and that is Maybe Rough.
And Maybe Rough shows the way by about 2.5 and steadies now. I'm Looking Good as camped nicely second. Bullwinkle third as they work towards the first hurdle in the far straight in the first circuit. Maybe Rough jumped it well. Back fourth down to 0, followed by Cosrose, and then over on the outside Normanby Road from Thames, and Deep Tennessee Oak asked to improve as they clear another hurdle. Then further back Fiddler's Green, Lincoln Derry, and last of all is Kosure. Racing along the far side of the course, coming to the last one in the first circle along the back of the course, and the leader was Maybe Rough. He treated that beautifully. Skipped over it 2 in front of I'm Looking Good, and they've settled nicely now. All riders have them gathered up underneath them. Bullwinkle a half away third, the inside from Down to Zero. They were followed 2 away then by Cosrose, travelling probably as well as anything. Further back to Normanby Road, Fiddler's Green and Thames. Back out wide was Tennessee Oak, Lincolnderry the centre, and Cover on the inside was Cojure. Its stablemate Maybe Rough leads them to the first of the flights down the straight. Maybe Rough comes to it now, about 2.5 out wide on the track. I'm Looking Good goes after it. Oh, risking it Down to Zero, nearly sat down on his La Derriere. Fourth, the inside Bullwinkle, followed by Cosrose. Then Normanby Road as they take the next one. Down to Zero jumped that much better. Further back Normanby Road, as I say, followed by Fiddler's Green and Thames. And they were followed back behind them by Tennessee Oak being niggled at. And then Lincolnderry, and last of all is Cojure. Here's this hurdle, which was the first in the race, and Maybe Rough giving a bold display. 4 in front of I'm Looking Good. Bullwinkle next, followed further back in the field by Down to Zero. And then Cosrose followed further back then by Normanby Road, and further back then came Fiddler's Green.
And it's Maybe Rough, the leader, as they come behind the hill once again. He's giving a great display out in front, leads by 3 lengths to Bullwinkle, getting closer now. On his outside was I'm Looking Good. Next was Cosrose on the inside of Down to Zero. Then Fiddler's Green, Normanby Road. Tennessee Oak being asked to go forward now by Patton. He's about a dozen lengths off the leader, though, as they go over that jump at the 1300. Lincolnderry was third last, then Thames and Cojure last of all. Maybe Rough, the leader, but getting right up along the inside now was Cosrose. And Cosrose has got up on the inside of Maybe Rough as they go inside the 1100 metre mark.
And Maybe Rough shifting away towards the centre, leads a half to Cosrose, which was travelling well in the first circuit. 2.5 Down to Zero, who nearly sat down earlier on, but he's sticking on. Gamed into the third as they go to the first along the far side. Further back behind those then came Bullwinkle. They've got away now. Bullwinkle's about 5 off this leading division, where Down to Zero's burst through the pack to take up the running over the next jump. And he got over it by about 1.5 to 2. Second, Cosrose. Maybe Rough's being pulled up out of the race. I think he's dropped right back through the field. No, he might just keep going, but he's giving ground very rapidly. Bullwinkle so too. Further back, Tennessee Oak not travelling well. Neither's Fiddler's Green. In fact, these are all travelling very ordinarily. And Down to Zero has dashed away with a huge break around the turn. Down to Zero comes down the hill like a rocket. He's out about 8 in front of Cosrose. 15 away. Third was Maybe Rough, who I think is going to ease to the centre. Further back, the Fiddler's Green, followed by Tennessee Oak. But here they come to the second last, and Down to Zero comes to it. Had a good look at it and skimmed through it. 8 in front of Cosrose. Maybe Rough continues on, but it's Down to Zero coming to the last. Let's see what he does here. Here's Victory coming up. If he stands up, he gave it a hefty whack in front, but he got away with it, Down to Zero, and he's home by a mile in front of Cosrose. And it's that man, Eric Musgrove, again. Down to Zero wins it very easily. Second placing, Cosrose. I reckon he's won by about 25 lengths. About 15 away, third, Lincolnderry. A very tight Fiddler's Green. Maybe Rough did it on his heart. Further back to Tennessee Oak and Bullwinkle. Well, we know for sure they cannot handle heavy ground. Then back behind those, Normanby Road and Thames was last, and 2 that were eased down the straight out of the last couple of hurdles, I think, are I'm Looking Good and also Cojure.
He is just unstoppable, this man, Eric Musgrove. A clean sweep of the jumping races on Saturday. He's taken the Yalumba Classic now, and I bet Eric Musgrove is saying, bring on the Great Eastern Steeplechase, which is the big one there today, and he'll be represented by a very, very good chance in Wooden Duck, horse number 7 in that race. But Down to Zero's got home for him here, $10.10 and $3. Lincolnderry, $7.90 for a place, and there's a couple there for third. That would have to be history if the one trainer was to win all the jumping races on the Oakbank Carnival. I don't know if it's been done before. John Wheeler, as I know, had a lot of luck over the carnival, but I don't think he's won every single jumping race on the program. It's not over yet. We've still got the Great Eastern Steeplechase to come. I think Wooden Duck might be Eric's only runner in that, but he's got K. Canay, which is an emergency. It'll be pretty healthy odds, I'd imagine, too, but Wooden Duck, they'll certainly know he's there. Palace Symphony was a scratching. That was the unfortunate part for Eric. He won on Saturday, the Von Deuser, in such impressive style, but in winning sustained a slight injury.
Racing in the Country Cup, and by golly, that was a good level start. Dynamic Blaze at the end of 120 leads the way from Mac and Me and Yaquina Bay. Dorsal going quickly from Chosen Warrior, then Mr. Piper. Captain Starlight going up between a pack of horses. A length to Ken Quest, then Lord Nigar, followed by Soup Kitchen, Don Tristram. About 4 or 5 lengths to Galactic Valley, and a similar margin, Shoeshine Man. To the 1100 they go, and Dorsal shows the way, taken on by Chosen Warrior, Mac and Me. Third, Dynamic Blaze, who won won the start back on the inside of Captain Starlight, a length to Mr. Piper. And then comes on the outside Lord Negard. 2 lengths further off is the favourite Yaquina Bay, followed closely then by Ken Quest in the middle as they start the run along the side of the track, and a length and a half further back in the field as they race down past the 850 metres. There was Soup Kitchen, followed by Shoeshine Man and Galactic Valley. There's one crowded out very wide at the 750, and as that horse in question there was Don Tristram. On past the 650 now, and Dynamic Blaze getting up on the inside to join Dorsal. A length to Chosen Warrior, 1 to Captain Starlight, Mac and Me, Yaquina Bay the inside. A length further back Lord Negar, followed by Ken Quest, Mr. Piper, Soup Kitchen. A length and a half then to Don Tristram, Shoeshine Man and Galactic Valley in the straight in the Country Cup. And the leader is Dynamic Blaze. A mile of room for Yaquina Bay. Chosen Warrior is on the outside, but Yaquina Bay warms to the task. He shot through the gap. On the outside, Galactic Valley's rushing home pretty well with Shoeshine Man. Galactic Valley gobbles up Yaquina Bay, and Galactic Valley is racing away to beat Yaquina Bay. Third, Chosen Warrior, followed by Soup Kitchen, Lord Negar and Shoeshine Man on the outside. 2 or 3, Dynamic Blaze, and then came Ken Quest, Mac and Me, Don Tristram. Mr. Piper gave very little and beat 2 in, and they were Captain Starlight and a Dorsal.
On the Super Tab, Galactic Valley, number 180 even the win, $8 the win, $2.70 the place. 2 Yaquina Bay, $1.30, and Chosen Warrior, number 11 at $3.70. The treble today at Randwick, 3, 6 and 1, $170.40. We'll head back to Ian in a moment. Now Moe race number 6, the main ones there on the Super.
Just bided his time to a nicety, and out in the centre of the track, in the last 100 metres, he absolutely swamped Yaquina Bay. Kenny Falls Senior at Port Macquarie, training Galactic Valley for H, Mrs. C, D and Mrs. N Bowden. A 5-year-old chestnut gelding by Cosmic Kingdom from Valley fame, ridden by Rob Thompson. Beating number 2, Yaquina Bay, who's by Oregon from Buzz. A brown horse 4, Neville McBurney, Larry Cassidy. And number 11, Chosen Warrior, is by Sea Swell from French Aria, a 4-year-old bay gelding, Peter Staunton in Canberra, John Marshall. So the winner from Port Macquarie, the runner-up from Wyong, and the national capital is the residence of Chosen Warrior.
Thank you, Ian. Okay, they are getting set.
And they're racing this time. Royal Rambo on the inside away with them. Carnelian bound straight to the front. Rum is nice and handy in the early point, followed further out by Whistle Up and Civil List when they settle down. Further back in the race then came on the outside of those settling into stride, Call Me Spike. Carnelian led, moving up on the outside, Sweet Delight to have a crack at it now. 2 to Rum third, 1.5 Civil List, and then Royal Rambo, Whistle Up. Super Lad from Call Me Spike, Express Age, then Lord Luskin, Mustang Red, Cut Up Rough and Propose a Toast. 3 to Spectrum, 2 to Rustic Dream, last of all Sea Sky. At the 850 metre mark, Carnelian nearly a length in front now from Sweet Delight. Call Me Spike is very wide, but it goes around the outside to go up outside the lead now. It's out about 3 away from the fence, Call Me Spike. Sweet Delight third. Whistle Up is fourth from Civil List and Rum, and then Express Age. Lord Luskin going around the outside from Royal Rambo, Super Lad, 2 to Mustang Red. Cut Up Rough from Spectrum, Rustic Dream, Propose a Toast and Sea Sky. Up to the bend they race now. Carnelian a half in front now from Call Me Spike, Whistle Up. Sweet Delight, and further back Rum under some pressure from Royal Rambo, Civil List and Lord Luskin, and down the outside Rustic Dream. Carnelian hard in the fence is the leader, 2 lengths in front of Whistle Up, and here's Rustic Dream from the back of the pack getting home pretty hard. Carnelian a length in front of Whistle Up. On the outside Rustic Dream from Rum. Rustic Dream finishing off best on the outside, hit the front. Rum after him, Rustic Dream just in front. Rustic Dream a half neck, Rum ahead, third Whistle Up. Then Carnelian from Express Age from Seasky. Sweet Delight, Civil List, followed by Cut Up Rough and Mustang Red. Then further back was Lord Luskin, Spectrum. Super Lad behind those with Royal Rambo, Call Me Spike, and Propose a Toast is last of all.
4 Rustic Dream, 8.10, 3.10, 5 Rum, $1.80, and 18 Whistle Up, $5.20.
On the Super Tab, number 4, Rustic Dream to pay $7.80 the win, $2.90 the place. Number 5, Rum to pay $2 even, and third, number 18, Whistle Up to pay $5.40. Actab Coast, Canberra Greyhounds race number 4, the number